Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing two in the Miniverse SpongeBob series. We're going to be doing the Get a Job soup and the Kelp Shake because that sounds so fun. So for the Get a Job soup, the pinhole is right here, way off to the side. I already opened this one because I wanted to show you what is kind of funny, I think. So this one I originally thought was the kids meal because the pinhole, oh no, it is a pinhole. Interesting. Okay, so it's right here. There's actually a pinhole here, which is the correct one because it's for the shake. So I just saw that one, didn't even see that one, and then I thought it was like a speck of dirt like on there because sometimes they'll have like marks just from like scuffing, but that's actually funny. So there's two. So make sure you inspect them well. But we'll start with, what is this? The shake is what I said. We'll take a look. So there's two different tables and they have gum underneath, which I think is hilarious. But this one is a plain wooden one. The other one I got was like red and yellow. We have some Kelpo. Oh my gosh, that's really full too. This is for the table. We also have kelp juice in like a milk container. I've been using all the resin from these to make various things and then drying that out with a light so that I can keep it because I love it. Okay, and then these snap into here, which I'll do that in a minute to make a wheel, and then this and this go into here to make the pineapple house, which I have one made here. It looks like that. I love the containers, and then you can put the table in here and then use that to display your whole little creation. So very cool. Is that, oh no, I was about to say, where is the rest of this? We have spicy kelp chips and then our kelp shake. That's really cute. Is there a straw in there? Yes. Sometimes you definitely need to, ooh. Oh, the tip of it, when they use the heat seal to seal this, it got the straw a little bit. That's okay, we'll make it work. Let me clean up, look at the instructions, and then we will build this one. So looking at the instructions, this looks like it's going to be a very easy build. You literally just put the resin in there, put the cup on, or the top of it with the straw and cure it, that's it. So the cereal and the chips are just accessories. I really like that though. I like that you can open this and see that there's stuff in it. They kind of look like little Cheeto Puffs. But this, you can't see through it or anything. So I really don't want to open it because they're just gonna get lost in the house among the mess. I wish it was like clear in the back or something so you can see through it. But you can see they look like, kind of like Cheez-Its, so at least you can see what they're supposed to look like, but I'm sorry, I'm not gonna open them. I could and then probably like reseal it, but I don't wanna keep it preserved. And then these, very easy to put in. There's kind of like a part that has a extra like square, so it's real smooth on one side. That's the part that goes into the table. And then the part that has that extra little square there, that should be showing at the bottom. You'll know if you put it in wrong, and they're easy to take out and reverse it. But yeah. So then you have it on there and it looks like a wheel. Isn't that cute? I think that's cute. So I'm gonna close this back up. We can display that in the background with our chips. Open up our Kelp Shake. Ooh, that is hard to get open. And we will put the nozzle on. Ooh, this will be a fun color to use to make, well, I bet I'll use probably almost all of this to fill this, because it's a pretty big container. I'll have to make sure it doesn't stay uncured in the middle there. Also what I noticed, let me show you real quick. Look at the Kelp Shake. Does it not have very clearly like stuff floating in it? I don't know if those are ice cubes or what, but it doesn't come with anything like that, and it literally just says put the resin in. So unless there's chunks in the resin, which I would be surprised. Yeah, there isn't, I don't think. That'd be cool if they had like particles of stuff in there. But I guess I almost said I guess I didn't need a nozzle, but I kind of do. You guys will have to let me know if you watched me make the kids meal. That was pretty fun. I have all of them except for the aquarium, so I'm going to be doing 2 per video because you guys have said you like the longer videos. And then once I find the aquarium, I'll just do that by itself because I did do the kitty meal by itself. I'll probably continue to do a variety, either 1 in a video or 2 or more in a video, but either way you'll know what is included in that video because I always put a picture in the thumbnail, so that's how you can tell. Try to put it in the title too, just in case you have a specific question about one of them or you want to see one. You don't have to click on the video and guess if it's in there or not. This is pretty nice resin. It's putting like a lot of bubbles in there, but they're popping and then kind of like all rising together, so hopefully we're not going to form a bunch of big bubbles when we cure it, but like I always say, drinks are supposed to have carbonation bubbles in it and stuff, so not a huge deal. Unless it makes like a massive one, that might be a little upsetting. I'm gonna fill it up about like that. It says not to fill it up all the way since we have to put the straw in and stuff, but let's see. Yeah, you can pop them by angling a toothpick in there. Sometimes they come up and pop on their own, but I will probably try to get just about all of them out, at least the big ones. The little ones I think are kind of cute, but pop, pop, pop. I think I used every bit of what's in here, and it is very full. I did pop a lot of bubbles, but there's still a few tiny ones, which is fine. So I'm gonna put this back on. Now I have to carry it over to my light to cure it. So when I do that, I'm gonna let it set for a little bit just to level out because it is very liquidy, very, very, very liquidy. So you just tilt it and it would like, don't drop it because it's gonna go everywhere. That's essentially what I'm saying. But I'm gonna make sure I like how it looks and where the straw placement is, if you want it like in the middle or sticking off to the side, and then you can start zapping it. So I will be back, and it says 5 to 10 minutes. And I'll show you a close-up view. Okay, I'm not back with the Kelp Shake yet because there is a bubble and it's taking forever to cure, and I can see it rolling around in there when I pick it up. So I figured we could put this one together and cure them at the same time. That way I could show them both at the end. At least it speeds up the process for me. Oh my gosh, how cute. We have job listings. We also have, oh no, a box. Oh no, a box. I dislike the boxes. Just has an up on it. We have our ABC pasta. Oh my gosh, the can of peas. You can hear them rattling. It feels like there's a lot in there. Our bowl, which has a blue hue to it, but of course it's see-through so that it can cure. Then we have, oh my gosh, coral soup. Great taste in a can. And last bag has all the stuff to turn the pineapple into a house and also a spoon. I think I might put the spoon in it. I don't always do that, but let's clean up and then take a look at the building instructions. The instructions show adding the resin, putting the spoon in, well, adding the resin in the peas and stirring it, and then curing that. And then you add a little bit more resin and you can add some peas on top and then spell out, get a job. Adorable. And then you could fold together that box. We'll see how that goes. In the past, I have really hated folding boxes. It's probably not that bad, but Let's see if this is real thick resin. Ooh, I'm loving the shades of green and the different colors there.
So pretty.
I know. It's definitely a pea soup look, that's for sure.
It looks so cute.
Let's add some of this. It's a little thick, but it's coming out.
It looks like the Kelp Shake stuff.
Yeah, the
That
Kelp
turns
Shake
everyone
was
green.
Yeah, the Kelp Shake was more neon green. This definitely looks like it was mixed with peas, I think.
Yeah, definitely. If we had some leftover peas, we should probably sprinkle them in there if we did, or like some
Yeah,
dots.
we're gonna put some in there and then up at the top too.
Okay.
Or maybe I should add the peas in now. I'm not gonna stir them because that I think will create air bubbles. Instead, I'll put some in there and then take a toothpick and then press them up against the side so that you can see them. That's how I'm gonna try to approach it. Oh, okay, just pops off. Yeah, there's a lot in there. Okay, so let me put some.
I just dumped the whole can in there and mix it. Mix.
I know, I'm trying to drop some along the edges
Video, you know, the
so they're easier to put up against the glass. Okay. I think that'll be the front of it. And then I'm going to poke these down. And of course it's going to be hard for you to see, but I'm going to look at it eye level so I could see where they are. The varying levels of... Oh yeah, you can see them good from the side. I will definitely show you once I cure it, which I will do now. I'm going to look it over and then cure it. I've lost track how long I've been trying to cure this. It's still wet. I mean, it's mainly cured, but that bubble, yeah, there's one like in the middle moving as I move it. See it? There's bubbles inside. So weird. I will continue to keep curing that. But probably in hindsight, if you haven't built this but you're getting it, I think what I would do is fill the resin to this line or just past this label and cure that. And then maybe add more up to here, cure that, and then fill the rest. You'd have to have the straw in it the entire time, obviously. But maybe that would help because maybe it's too much at once. Honestly, it shouldn't matter, but I think it's whatever this resin is. Super liquidy and taking a very long time. So no biggie, I'll keep it under there while we're curing that. And then what I do anyways, when there's a build that has a ton of resin in it, I also will put it in my windowsill where the sun comes in directly on the sunny days. I leave it there for a few days just to help extra cure it. So yeah, here's what our little peas are looking like. You can see some in there, varying heights. Some were sunk to the bottom. I did put a couple on top thinking they would sink and they didn't. So I mean, that's kind of good. So then when we put the rest of this in here, hopefully the pasta doesn't sink. And there's not too much in here, which is why I kind of stopped pouring it when I did, because I think this is just going to be enough to do that last layer. So this might take a moment to scrape all this out because it's thicker. But I think these are still two of my favorites in the series. I said in other videos, I don't really care for the hamburgers. I think they're just a pain and they never really cure right on the inside, in my opinion. So with the next ones, when I make the Krabby Patty and the Pretty Patties, I think I'm just going to add, I think I'm going to assemble the burger and then without resin, and then hold it and just drizzle resin like around the outside in various places so that it gets fused together. That's what I'm thinking. I have never done it that way, but I might try it. I think I will. Other option is you can super glue the pieces together. And then just add a little bit of resin on the outside. But if you're just using it for display, it should be decently sturdy, I think. Wish there was a better way to cure the burgers, but not really that I could think of. That's another one that I'll put on the side. I will cure it from every angle you can think of. And it's usually okay. It's just a very long, time-consuming process. There's hardly anything else in there, but I'm going to try to scrape that, and then I'll come back when we look at our soup. I scraped every bit out of there that I thought I could get. So let's open this. Oh no, it's lots of letters. I wasn't sure if it was going to be just the ones we need or like the whole alphabet. And I think it might be the whole alphabet. So we have to sort through here. I'm gonna dump. Yeah. Oh my, yeah. Okay, we'll let the little come over and sort, and then we'll be back. I ended up having to pour everything out because at first I couldn't find a G. This is a G, even though in my mind it looks like a C.
It does to me.
It does to me, yeah. But if you look very closely, you can see where they tried to like make a line. So it's most certainly a G. Just hard to tell. And some of them, actually a lot of them, have like these little tips, like however they were made or were in the mold, they like, you know, break them off. So you can find whichever ones, I guess, look the best. And then, I guess technically it goes that way. I'm right-handed though, so I feel like my soup would go like that. So I'm gonna make it that way. Even though I do like how they have it. Oh well. Let's not fret over it. Okay, I'm gonna try to gently place these, and they shouldn't sink, hopefully. So I'm gonna drop one right there. I'm sorry if you can hear the kids yelling in the background. Get A. And the J kind of looks like a backwards L. But you know what? No judgment. That's pretty cute. Is it centered? No. Is it still fine? Yeah. Let's grab some peas. Kind of just drop. Oh, there's only one there. A couple around. Ah, I think that's cute. I'm gonna hurry up and cure it, and then put Mr. Doesn't Want to Cure back under the light, and I'll be back to show you the final product. Kelp Shake, still not cured, but we love it anyways. Look at this soup. I think this looks cute. Some of them sank a little bit, the peas that is, and then some of them are bigger, so I think that turned out excellent. Love it. I like the little accessories. I'm not sure what I'll do with those, but very cute. Oh my gosh, what if they made a little SpongeBob restaurant in the spaces?
Yeah, and if they came with dolls.
That would be cute.
Like a little Mr. Krabs, Squidward,
Oh my
SpongeBob.
gosh, that would be adorable. Look at this. The bubbles are multiplying. So maybe that actually was bubbles that I thought looked like ice. Maybe it's supposed to be problematic like that. Let's see.
Like
I mean, maybe.
Like in the show. I mean.
Okay. Let's see. Didn't it show us how to fold a box? Or am I? Oh, yeah. I'm not good at folding. It literally just... Okay, it shows this down. And then it shows... It doesn't tell you what to do first. You just bend that through there. Also, I'm not familiar with this episode, if I'm being honest. Ooh, that was easy. What's the box then? Did the soup come in the box? Why is there a box with it? She says probably. She says she's familiar now. She's like probably. You don't know.
Job after doing something, and then SpongeBob becomes like his full-time caretaker, and then SpongeBob gets so angry that he makes a soup that says "Get a job."
That's funny.
He rages so much.
So we do have a little box I don't want to put it in there though, but I guess you could put the extra groceries and stuff. That would be cute.
Yeah.
But that is the kelp shake and the soup. We will be doing, I could tell you which ones in case you're interested. We're going to be doing the Chum Bucket versus the Krabby Patty. Then we will do the Pretty Patties versus the Triple Goober Berry Sunrise.
From Winnie Hut Juniors.
Weenie Hut Juniors. And then, yeah, we did the kitty mill by itself, and then we'll do the aquarium by itself whenever we find it. I ordered these online. There's 8 to collect. I ordered 10, knowing I would get duplicates, but hoping I would get a full series. But 7 out of 8, not bad. So, yeah, that's what we got. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.